Hello guys, welcome to the 3 days digital marketing workshop and we're gonna get it started now. Okay, so without wasting any second, I guess we can get it started. If you guys can hear me. Okay, so to start with, let's start and understand the workshop objectives. Okay, so by the end of day one, you'll be able to understand the foundations of traditional marketing, which are the four P's and the four C's of marketing predominantly. Okay, what are the four P's of marketing? What are the four C's of marketing? Okay, and you'll also understand and identify the key differences between traditional marketing and digital marketing as well. Okay, so what is traditional marketing and what is digital marketing? What are the differences between traditional and digital marketing? You will try and understand these. Okay, and you'll also explore the importance of digital channels in the modern marketing landscape. So, how important is digital marketing in the modern marketing landscape? Right? Because without digital marketing, nobody can survive or no business can survive. No business, can survive in this digital space and digital era. So that's the reason digital marketing is very, very important. Okay. So the key takeaway is that you will understand the marketing principles, which are timeless. Timeless in the sense just the tools are evolving. Okay. And the channels, the mediums through which things are marketed is evolving. That's it. Okay. So let's get started without wasting any time. Okay. So yeah, what is marketing? So what is the definition of marketing? So basically, marketing is the art and science of connecting with your audience to create value and drive business outcomes. So if I have to say this, marketing is basically reaching out the right customers or reaching out the right target audience with the right product. Okay, this is what marketing is all about, right? So suppose for example, let's take an example of Zepto. Okay, it is delivering orders in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, right? So if you're urgent, if you need something very urgently, you order through Zepto. But you need something for the next day or the next to next day, you order through Amazon. So there are different mediums for different products for you to order. So reaching the right audience with the right product is that it's called marketing. Okay. It's basically what marketing is if you want to sum it up in one line. Okay. So that's what marketing is all about. So key points of marketing. So you have to understand the customer's needs, the customer psychology. So how does a product benefit a particular customer? You have to understand that first, right? Then afterwards you can focus on building relationships and you have to not sell any product to customer. So if a customer has trust, then only he, you know, tends to buy a product from that particular marketplace. For example, Amazon. Many people use Amazon more than Flipkart. Why do people use Amazon more than Flipkart? Because they trust that platform. So that's the reason they use Amazon more than Flipkart, right? Which is pretty simple to even understand as well. Okay. So if you don't build relationships with customers, if your user experience is not very good, right, then there is no, point of you marketing a particular product or your whole company as a whole, right? It doesn't make any sense. Okay, so I hope what is marketing is very clear for you guys. Okay, so without wasting any time, let's get started with the next slide as well. Okay, so the four P's of marketing. What are the four P's of marketing? Product, price, place, and promotion. Product. What are you offering and how does it solve a problem? Okay. So to take an example of, let's say, Kia. Okay. Kia is offering cars. How does it solve a problem? It's solving a problem by giving out cars or by selling cars to a middle class segment with features of a luxury car. For example, heads up display. It's a feature in Kia, right? But heads up display is in BMW, heads up display is in Mercedes Benz, heads up display is in Audi. So heads up display is there in all of these luxury cars, right? But it's also there in Kia. So what does this mean for us now? So Kia is targeting the audience who want luxury cars features but at a less price. So that's where they have penetrated the market, where we'll be discussing about the HTP marketing strategy soon. So that's where they have penetrated the market, penetrated the Indian market, and then they have reached the right target audience. Okay, so that's the product. That's the problem Kia is solving, right? So price, what's the price of the product? Okay, price of the product, let's say it's 15 lakhs or 16 lakhs, the price of the Kia car. Okay, so that is the price which the customer is buying the car for. That's known as the price. Okay, how much is the customer willing to pay for that particular car or the particular product? Let it be service also. Okay, place. So where is the product sold? Online or retail? So there are Kia car showrooms, for example. So the product is sold there, right? Nowadays, Zepto has partnered with Skoda and is delivering cars in 10 days. So there might be a way for Kia to also partner with some of the e-commerce companies and start delivering cars as well. You never know. That might be in the future because no one knew that Zepto will partner with Skoda and they'll start delivering cars from Zepto in 10 minutes or 15 minutes, whatever it is. So whoever will think that? Nobody would have imagined that this would have happened, right? So, for example, Airtel. Let's take an example of Airtel as well. Okay. So where is the product sold? There is Airtel Thanks app, right? Where you can recharge your mobile phones, or you can go to the retail stores and get your mobile phone recharged. Talk to the offline Airtel store guys and get your mobile phone recharged. You can do that, or you can do it via online as well. So there are two mediums where the place comes in the picture. So okay, the where your product is sold to the customer, that comes under picture. Okay. Promotion. So, how are you advertising your product? How are you informing customers about your product? Right? Let it be through digital channels like social media, YouTube, Instagram, Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, or else are you doing traditional advertising on TVs, billboards? Are you creating print ads such as brochures, pamphlets, right? So flyers, are you doing all these? Are you getting cards printed for your business? So how are you promoting your business? How are the customers informed about your product? Let it be a new launch, right? New launch of a car or new launch of a plan, a service. So how are the customers informed about the product? That also plays a key major part or major role, right? When you are, marketing a particular product. So basically, the four P's, as you can see, the key insight part there, they are the building blocks of any marketing strategy. Okay. So without the four P's, you cannot market any particular product. So product, price, place, promotion, each and everything is important. Okay. So I hope this little topic of four P's of marketing is clear for you guys. Okay. So let's move on to the second, the four C's of marketing. Consume. Who is your target audience and what are their pain points? So basically, if you have a look at these four C's, consumer, cost, convenience, communication, these are on customer point of view. So if you can see the key insight, they focus on the customer rather than the product. So this comes under the customer point of view. Okay, so first one, consumer. Who is your target audience? Whom are you targeting again? We're taking an example of Kia again. Okay, whom are they targeting? They are targeting middle class people or affordable, people who can afford cars, priced between 10 to 15 lakhs or 10 to 20 lakhs. Okay. They are addressing the people who want luxury features in a middle sector, mid-range car, if you can call that. Right. So they are the target audience for Kia. Cost. What is the cost here? Now, for example, you are buying a car for 15 lakhs. That is the price of the product. The cost to the customer, CTC, is when, for example, you're buying a car and you again are going for a service. There's an extra cost for you. Okay. And again, you're going to a mechanic for any, damage in the car. That's a cost for you. So the cost to the customer comes here in the four C's of marketing. What's the total cost to the customer? Right. So how does the total cost affect the purchasing decisions? Including the price of the car, the effort, how much effort you're putting, okay, and the time. Because if you're buying a car again, your petrol or diesel, that also will come under the cost to the customer. So all of these come under the cost, and then obviously that affects the purchasing decision. Okay. Convenience, how easy is for the customers to buy or access your products. For example, again, let's go back to Airtel. I was talking about the Airtel Thanks app. Before the Airtel Thanks app, how will you contact Airtel and get it recharged? Get your, SIM or your number recharged. You have to go to the physical store or any mobile shop and get your mobile phone recharged. That's it. But now we can do it through Google Pay. Now we can do it through Phone Pay. Now we can do it through Paytm. Now we can also do it through the Airtel Thanks app. There are different mediums for you to just sit at your house, log in onto these, applications, recharge your phone in a couple of minutes. You don't need to take your bike or car, go to the Airtel store and, recharge your mobile. So Airtel has made it very convenient for customers and in the sense easier for customers to access the product, right? So it has become a lot of the products have become a lot of convenient for the customers. Okay. Communication. How do you interact with your audience? How do you interact with your audience in the sense, for example, Airtel, they give you a call regarding their customer care. Okay, how well is their product? Also, they, you know, um, for example, let's say again Zepto or let's say Zomato or Zepto. Okay, Zomato or Swiggy. They are sending notifications which are very personalized. For example, there is a movie trend going. That dialogue will come under their notification. They relate that to their product, which is online delivery applications. And then they'll, you know, craft a personalized message to you. Obviously, it will go to everybody, but which is really trending and relevant to their product, which is really important again. So that's the key in communication with the brand, with the customers. So that's also very much important. Okay, so as I mentioned again, the four C's focus on the customer rather than the product. Okay, which is really, really important. Okay, so I hope this is also clear. Let's get on to the next slide. Okay, yeah. Why marketing is evolving? So before, previously, there was only traditional marketing. There were no traditional digital channels, right? There was no social media. There was no Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, LinkedIn. These many social media channels weren't existing. Okay. As the technology got advanced, the way of marketing and the way of reaching out to customers is evolving and rather changing, right? So how you are marketing your product also differs. Okay. So how well you are marketing your product, that's also really, really important. Okay. So the rise of mobile first consumers, or for example, again, social media there, right? Many of the users are on Instagram, are on WhatsApp, are on Facebook. So when you're marketing a product, these are the first couple of channels which come into your brain. Social media marketing is the one word which will stick your brain in these days, right? Which is really, really important. So because the everybody has a mobile, a smartphone these days, it is easier to reach out to people. Okay, targeting in a specific way while you're marketing, right? So this is how the marketing space in the digital era in 2025, for example, is evolved. Okay. And the third point, if you have a look at it, the increasing importance of data in decision making, which is really again important. Okay. So without data, you can't make a decision. For example, again, if there is a campaign run by, let's say, Zepto, if they're asking customers, do you want a 1 hour delivery or let's say a 2 hours delivery, or do you want a 10-minute delivery? Before they were launched, for example, there was a new app and Zepto didn't even exist. Okay, Zepto was coming out new onto the market. For example, they have kept out this question. So what do you think people will answer? Obviously, everyone prefers 10-minute delivery because it's saving time again. Right. So depending on that data, Zepto might have launched their product before they were launching. Maybe they've conducted surveys, reaching out to people and understood that, okay, this is one thing where we can target, and then they have launched their, product, right? So obviously data is really important and it's increasing a lot more while you're making decisions. Okay. So for example, digital marketing now accounts for more than 60% of ad spend worldwide. So the amount of ads you're spending, 60%, over 60% is only for digital marketing. The rest 40 can be digital marketing, event marketing, or any other types of marketing. It is right. So over 60% it's only for digital marketing, that too worldwide. So look at how huge the marketing aspect using the technological advancements are evolving. Okay. So hope you guys have understood this little part of why marketing is evolving. Okay, so let's move on to the next slide. So, what is digital marketing? Now, you might have been wondering what is digital marketing, right? So, where digital marketing is the using of online platforms and tools to connect with your target audience, connecting with your audience who are right for your product. So, at the start, you were discussing what is marketing. So, what did I say? What is marketing is? It's reaching out to the right people with the right product. That's what marketing is all about. Okay, so that's what we were discussing in the start as right? So which includes search engines, let's say Google, Bing, Microsoft Edge, Yahoo, all of these are search engines, right? Social media, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, YouTube, all of these are social media platforms. Let's say email marketing. There are several tools for email marketing such as Brevo, MailChimp, Zoho, okay, where you're sending bulk emails to target audience or candidates which you have selected. That's called as email marketing. Paid ads, obviously you might have seen ads on Instagram, Facebook, Google, which are paid ads, or also before any YouTube video you're seeing, you might have seen few ads which are obviously paid, right? And much more. All these include or come under digital marketing. Okay. So I hope this little slide is clear for you guys again. Key insight. Digital marketing is when it meets customers where they spend their time online. Right. So when you're marketing a product and it meets a customer and they're spending their time online, when they can look at the product and what you're advertising. Okay. So which is really simple and easier to even understand as well in layman terms. Okay. I hope this little slide is also clear for you guys. Let's move on to the next slide. Okay. As today marks the day one of the workshop, we are going with, a little bit of layman approach where people don't know what marketing is. For example, we'll discuss with what is marketing and then what is digital marketing, four P's and everything today. Okay. So the importance of digital marketing. Reach. Obviously, you can reach all around the world with minimal cost. How? Suppose, for example, I am posting a reel from Hyderabad, but I can reach audience all around the world sitting in the US, Australia, Europe, all around the world with no cost because I'm posting a reel that will reach anybody all around the world. Right. So the reach is huge again. Okay. Measurability. I can also track campaign performance. Right. Campaign performance in the sense, whom is it reaching? Okay. How much time has the person spent on that application, on that advertisement? Okay, did he give his lead as a lead? Or how much, for example, if it's a traffic campaign, how much time is he or she spending on the website or any Instagram profile? I can easily measure and track. I can also use analytics, tools such as Google Analytics and Microsoft Clarity to track campaign performance as well, track the analytics as well. Okay, which is very, very easy these days. For example, Google Analytics or Meta Ads dashboard, you can track the performance of the ad campaigns as well. Okay, and modify the ad campaigns according to that. And the third one is interactivity. It's a two-way communication with consumers because you are, for example, doing a reel or doing an ad. Okay, but a customer has given for example, he has given a lead, given his details. So you can again take that lead and call him and directly have a one-on-one conversation with him about a product or a service, which is really, really important again. Right. For example, 70% of the consumers they prefer interacting with brands digitally instead of going into their office and traditionally interact with the brands. They want to interact with brands digitally in an online space, in an online landscape, right? Which is really, really important again. Okay. So I hope even this little slide about the importance of digital marketing is clear for you guys. Okay. Right. Let's now move on to the next slide. The digital marketing channels overview. So what is digital marketing channels overview for you? Right? The SEO for websites. Right? You understand the keywords or the words which are highly, known for or highly targeted or most used by people or all around India or all around the world. And depending on that, you use those keywords. Using those SEO tools, you can, understand and find out those keywords. That's called as keyword research again. Okay. Coming on to social media, obviously you can, build awareness and engagement with users, post reels, post, carousels, post static posts on Instagram or, LinkedIn or YouTube shorts and create engagement where people react to your, content and they engage with your content, which is really, really important. Okay. While mainly coming on to social media these days. Okay, because you're building awareness about your product. People are knowing what your product is. People are understanding about your product, which is really, really important again. Okay. Paid ads. What are paid ads? Paid ads in the sense, for example, you have opened Instagram or Facebook. When you open Instagram or Facebook, you'll see few things like sponsored. Or if you have opened or typed anything on Google, you'll see few ads like sponsored. Right? So those are paid ads. Paid ads in the sense they drive targeted traffic. Target traffic in the sense while you're running an ad, you can target people. You can set specific target audience according to what type of ad you're running. So according to what type of people will buy your product majorly. So depending on that, you can drive targeted traffic and run those ads to reach out the right people with the right product. So that is basically about what I've told about marketing again. Right. So that's what will help you as well while you are talking about paid ads. Okay. Now, email marketing. Email marketing is basically to nurture customer relationships. Nurturing, what is the meaning of nurturing customer relationships? For example, you have existing customers or people who know what your brand is or people who have interacted with some product, by your brand. Okay, if you want to give them a better customer experience, you nurture them with email marketing campaigns, right? You're giving out some free, resources to them, some free offers to them, right? Or you're giving out few set of bundles for them for free, right? For them to use, or giving out something for free or anything, let it be, not even if not for free, but you're giving out or you're putting out some new product of yours through emails. So existing customers, you are, again trying to involve in their daily activities by, using email marketing campaigns, right? So that's where you're nurturing your customer relationship, okay, with the existing customer, right? So that's what is predominantly about, email marketing. Okay. So these are the four main digital marketing channels which we, find these days. Okay. Now we have to look at the buyer journey in the digital age. So how does a buyer, journey look like? Okay. So awareness, it should start with awareness. So customers basically should recognize their need. What do they want from a particular product? Okay. So when they recognize their need, they compare different solutions and different, sorry, for example, if there are, niche offered by different brands, obviously you tend to compare those two products and then buy the best product again with the best price. Okay. So when you compare and then you choose your product or service. For example, again, let's take an example of cars again. Okay. As we were discussing about Kia. For example, there's another company which is offering the same number of features at a lower price. Okay, so which car will you buy? Obviously, you will buy a car with the same number of features with a lower price because there is no difference between both of the existing cars. Okay, you are, you know, wanting to buy a car with more number of features, obviously for a lesser price. You'll obviously go with the car with more features with less price. So then choose your decision. If you can look at the example, a customer is searching for shoes. He might start on Google. For example, he'll search best running shoes in India or best running shoes, all around the world. He'll get few options from Nike, Adidas, Puma, and few other brands, top brands. Then he'll select the shoe he wants, the color which he's looking for, okay, the size he's looking for, and then he'll read the reviews, and then he'll again jump onto Amazon, for example. If he's trusting the Amazon, application, suppose he's been using Amazon from several years, he'll go buy that on Amazon. Okay. So again, as I have mentioned in the earlier slides as well, trust again plays an important role in marketing. So if a person doesn't trust your brand, they won't choose your brand again in their life. So trust is really important, and understanding the customer's needs and psychology is important. Then only you can reach the target audience. If not today, if not tomorrow, if not next year, at some point you will reach the right target audience and the right customers for your product. So you have to have belief and you have to do the right things at the right time and reach the right people again with the right product. So everything really, really matters in marketing. Okay. So let's move on to the next slide. So content is king. Okay. Content is king in the sense, what do you mean by content is king? So if you would have heard many influencers or creators talk about this particular line. So if you create good content, it attracts and engages and obviously converts the right customers for you. Right, let it be an ad, for example. Okay, you're looking at an ad regarding a course, for example, a digital marketing course. Okay, so there you'll be, listening to that particular reel, particular video ad, and then if you're liking that particular product, then only you'll be, giving your details as a lead, and then, some ex-person will be contacting you. That's called as engagement again. So the attraction part is when you're looking at the video ad and you're liking the video ad. The engagement part is when you're giving your details and when the customer, when the person from that particular team is contacting you. Conversion part is when you're taking or buying that course. So that is really important. So good content obviously attracts, engages, and converts the right people. For example, again, blogs, videos, infographics, case studies. Majority case studies and videos attract the right audience, because case studies, in the sense, when you're talking about a particular business, it will talk about how that business is making money, how the business is grown, how the business probably failed. Okay, so each and every aspect is being covered in the particular content bite. So that's when you are tend to be attracted more in towards that particular content piece, which is really important. Okay, so if you have a look at the key tip, the content should be relevant, valuable, and consistent. Obviously, if I'm not relevant to the particular trends which are happening now or going on now, my content would be a waste. If I put out that, it would be a waste. And obviously, it should be valuable. People should understand the value of a content, right? People should understand whatever you're saying. Okay, it should make sense again. Okay, if not today, for example, you're getting 100 views for a video today. Tomorrow you'll be getting 1,000 views for the same video, probably 1 or 2 months later. So you should be consistent in whatever you're creating, predominantly in content. Let it be on Instagram, LinkedIn, Facebook, YouTube, or whatever platform it is. You must be consistent. Okay. I hope even this is clear. So I guess we can run on to the next slide. Okay. So there is a case study of a successful digital campaign. So the campaign is Nike's Just Do It campaign. So did you hear about Nike's Just Do It campaign? So they'll show that on every product of theirs, right? Just do it. So that's what are they telling out of that? They're telling a story with that three words they're mentioning, just do it. Okay. So what tactic they are telling? For example, they have said there's a storytelling and emotional appeal there. Just do it. They're motivating people with just the one quote to move, you know, remove your laziness from your life and do things, because it's a athletic and a sport brand. So obviously it should mention a quote which is related to doing something, right? Moving out and probably working out, or going for a run, or jogging. So just do it campaign, which is a very successful campaign from Nike, which tells a story, and obviously it's attracting the right people and motivating them. So that comes under again the emotional appeal, right? So which increases the sales and obviously getting loyalty to the brand, because it's focused on a you know personalized experience, which is Nike, which is giving to people. Okay, because of that particular only 3 letter word, it has changed a lot of people's life because of those 3 letters, right? So that's what Nike has done, and that obviously became a successful digital campaign. Okay, so there are three digital marketing metrics which you have to learn and look at. CTR, click through rate, which is the percentage of users who click on your ad. For example, the ad has reached 1,000 people and only 10 people have clicked on my ad. So my CTR would be 1%, right? Which is 10 divided by 1,000. That will be 1%, right? Which is, you know, um, for example, again, see, if I am talking about an ad or a video, every ad, or let it be on Meta, Google, every ad will have CTR measurement within it. So the number of users who have clicked on your ad out of the total users again. So that's the percentage metric, which is CTR. CPC is the cost per click. So cost for each ad click, which is known as CPC, cost per click. Okay. Again, for example, there are 10 clicks for, a budget of 100 rupees. So what's the CPC here? The cost per click is 10 rupees. So one click is taking 10 rupees. So the CPC is 10 rupees. Okay. Now coming on to the ROI, return on investment. What is the return on investment? Suppose you're spending 1,000 rupees on an ad and you're closing the ad. Okay. So you're getting 5,000 rupees probably from buying someone buying your product. That is the ROI. some people, term few things as the ROAS, which is return on ad spend. So how much you're spending and how much you're getting return. Again, it again matters. So ROAS is also one of the key digital marketing metrics. Okay. So metrics basically show what is working in your business or what's not working in your business, right? Which is really important. As I've said, without data, data, decision making without data, you can't do decision making. That's what we were discussing as well previously. Okay. So let's move on to the wrap up and recap of this first day of the workshop. I guess we have covered more than half an hour about this workshop as it's the first day. Okay, so we have discussed about the four P's of marketing. What are the four C's of marketing? And we have introduced to digital marketing, the key metrics in digital marketing, the key topics in digital marketing. Okay, so tomorrow we are going to talk about how do we run ads on Google and Meta, setting up the dashboards and campaigns. So I'll meet you tomorrow at 5 p.m. Okay, I hope predominantly you guys have enjoyed this particular first day of the workshop. And yeah, so all the best, and I'll see you tomorrow. Tomorrow it's going to be an interesting day. If I'm sorry if I'm bored you guys too much with a lot of theory. Okay, so tomorrow we're going to be discussing how do we run ads on Google and Meta. Okay, setting up an ad from scratch. Okay, so hope you guys like this session, and yeah, maybe probably you can do an assignment where you can find an ad campaign you admire and analyze its approach. Okay, so tomorrow we'll also create an ads that work on, social media. Okay. So yeah, thank you so much, and you can contact us at contact@skillloom.in if want to, if you have any doubts regarding anything, you can contact us or you can reach out to that number, and you can also visit our website www.skillloom.in. And don't forget to subscribe to this channel if you have enjoyed and learned something new from this workshop. Okay, I'll see you soon on day two, and also you guys should be excited for tomorrow because it's an exciting day to start and create ads. Okay, so thank you so much. Let's end this particular